Okay. Okay. So for this video, I just want to talk about basically like the potential like superpowers that lucid dreaming could give you. It's almost like the branches off of lucid dreaming of like what are like the potential benefits of being able to control your dreams from like a psychic sort of perspective, right? And like so, the first thing that I sort of want to talk about is like I want to talk about how people have premonition dreams like all the time. Like premonition dreams are like the most common. I would say if you want to look at like psychic abilities, like that's probably like the most common psychic ability because everyone has at least one like story of like a premonition dream where they have like either an entire dream that's like 100% accurate to something that they experience in the future, or they have elements of a dream, which I've experienced myself, that that basically show up in waking life later on. That's the first one that I wanted to talk about. Is like if like I think that this is sort of like an interesting thing to explore. Is that if you learn how to sort of control the dream state, then would it be possible to sort of voluntarily, just like on command, sort of tell your subconscious to see to see future events? And I think so. I think that's an interesting thing. And like the second thing that I wanted to sort of talk about, right, is if you look at sort of a continuation of the premonition dreams, you look at remote viewing, which is basically being able to see into distant places, basically like looking into like secret military bases, looking into uh, like looking into like a country halfway around the world and seeing what's going on there, right? So I think also this could be another potential ability that you could acquire and train if you learn how to lucid dream for like 15 to 20 minutes at a time, every single night. You could sort of try to sort of view what's going on at a distant location and sort of see if get if you can confirm um, if you can sort of confirm the results and like travel to that location, or like a set of coordinates. Like if you pick a set of coordinates that's like that's nearby you, then you can say, oh, okay, like the dream showed me that this location had this thing, and then I went to the location and it was this accurate, or it was this inaccurate, or something like that. So like that's a second superpower that I think could be acquired through the lucid dream state. And the third thing that people like talk about a lot too is they talk about healing the physical body in the dream state, right? And this is a pretty interesting one because like, I remember seeing this video of I think it was like the Lucid Mystic, but it was the YouTube channel where she talked about how she had like a stomach condition, and she was on like 8 different medications, and then she had a lucid dream where she went into basically like a pool of healing water that basically healed her stomach condition. She was able to essentially meditate on the intent, meditate on the sort of the state of consciousness of healing her stomach condition. And she woke up and she said it was like the first time in a long time that she woke up without like any pain or anything. So I'm probably going to link the video below. But basically, like what that is basically like what's called psychosomatic effects, right? Psychosomatic means mind over body, basically. So it's like you're using the mind's power over the physical body to achieve seemingly like impossible effects. And I think that this could stretch into like can you alter your genetics in the dream state? Can you increase muscle growth in the dream state? Can you nullify your ability to feel physical pain? Can you alter your own neurology? And like can you rewire your neurons and like give yourself super intelligence in the dream state, right? It's almost like the plot of Inception, right? It's like, is it possible to program like the mind and the body in the dream state? Because I mean, like basically what the dream state is, it's basically like being inside of your own mind. Like if your brain and your mind was like its own pocket dimension, like that's basically what the dream world is. So I think it would make sense that like that's probably the one place that you could do something like that. And yeah, so the final sort of like superpower that I think you could possibly acquire in the lucid dream state. This isn't necessarily like lucid dreaming as much as I mean it's linked, but I would say that this is more of like an astral projection sort of ability, which is basically like mind over matter. effects. Basically, like, can you move objects at a distant location? Like, can you travel like out of body into the next room and then just like move objects in that room? Could you could you use like the power of the mind to affect things in the physical realm from the astral, or like from the lucid dream state? You say, oh, okay, I'm going to project this intent to this distant location, in order to have this sort of mind over matter effect, right? And I think like that's another. I mean, that's probably like the most fringe sort of ability on this list of like sort of like the secret powers that you might acquire if you get lucid, right? But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to sort of make a video talking about like what are the potential sort of like benefits in terms of like increasing, your abilities sort of in the dream state. So yeah, that's the video.